When you have a friend, it is difficult for you to part with your friend because you have to look back. You have to look back at yesterday. The memories of yesterday will keep on playing up in your head. I am fixed on a spot because in my darkness of time, Ahmed Bola Tinubu stood with me. He stood by me. I can't forget it so easily, no matter what happened.
Asari Dokubo, my people, we shouldn't take some anywhere belle-faced politicians seriously, the likes of Asari Dokubo and others. This was the same Asari Dokubo that told Tinubu to be very careful, that they are not going to sit back and watch Fubara removed as the governor. Asari Dokubo has been making several threats where he warned Tinubu, he warned Wike. Now look at what's happening. He's now turning back to say that he cannot abandon Tinubu because in his darkest times, Tinubu stood by him, which cannot be forgotten so easily. Guys, this is the same Asari Dokubo that told Tinubu that he should warn Wike over Wike's move to impeach Fubara. He gave Tinubu a stern warning. All this happened this year. It wasn't like it happened last year. He warned Tinubu, he told Tinubu, he cautioned Tinubu that any move to impeach Fubara from office could destabilize the state and lead to political unrest. So he told Tinubu not to allow such a thing to happen. Asari has been making several threats that they should come and touch Fubara and see what will happen. Guys, Nigerians have been eager to see the reaction from Asari Dokubo when Tinubu declared a state of emergency. A lot of persons were tagging Asari to come and speak up. People were tagging Asari to speak up after Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State. Asari kept mute. He did not say anything. In fact, this is the first time we are hearing from Asari ever since Tinubu declared a state of emergency. And another person, stepped in, who is now the sole administrator in Rivers State. This is the first time Asari is speaking up because we had anticipated that Asari Dokubo would charge up, probably bring his men to fight off those military personnel in Rivers. But to our greatest surprise, Asari was mute. He did not say anything. And people were like wondering, is it not the same Asari that was threatening Tinubu here and there? Is it not the same Asari that was dragging Wike here and there? What happened? Why all of a sudden he's mute? He's not saying anything. Now the same Asari don't come to say he no go fit abandon Tinubu because Tinubu don't stand by him. Tinubu has stood by him for a very long time, even in his darkest times. So he's not going to throw away, Tinubu. He's not going to, go against him. Like what's really going on? What is really going on with Asari? He has proven to be an unstable character. Yes, Asari Dokubo is an unstable character. Today we'll see a different face of his. Tomorrow we'll see another face. Is it that he and Tinubu has probably reconciled, or something must have entered his account, or they've given him a brown envelope now that he has switched sides? This is unbelievable, my country people. This is unbelievable. We don't really know. Today we go see a different side of Asari. Tomorrow we'll see another side of Asari Dokubo. What is really going on with Asari? Why is he so unstable? So my country people, make una come shook mouth for this matter. Ever since Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers, things have not really been going well in Rivers State, and a lot of people, have been talking about it, talking about the Rivers crisis and how Tinubu has suddenly taken over Rivers through the back door. And this is not good for our democracy. Nobody expected that Tinubu would make such a move. Nobody expected that things would turn out to be the way it is. But we all know that this is a political coup in Rivers State, and they finally gotten an upper hand all because Nyesom Wike wants to have control over the state. Even the Supreme Court, now all of a sudden they've released the budget that they've withhold the allocation, the Rivers allocation that ought to go to the Rivers account. They withheld it for long, but immediately this sole administrator came, they all of a sudden released the budget. And guys, in a recent development, it was reported that this sole administrator sacked all political appointees in Rivers State. He sacked all political appointees, both the SSAs to Governor Fubara, the SAs, all of them were sacked. All of them were sacked, my country people. What is the way forward in Rivers State? Yes, we know this Rivers issue, it's a godfather and godson conflict, but we really need to, look for a way forward. We really need to look for a way forward, because the way Tinubu handled this thing, he's not supposed to handle it the way he did. And it's so unfortunate that the National Assembly, they all nodded to this. They all approved this, state of emergency in Rivers State. Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency was a deliberate, strategic, political move. Although it was unexpected, but it was a move aimed to capture the soul of Rivers State, to capture the heart of Rivers State, and they finally gotten it. What sort of, are we back to the military regime, where military are now military officers, retired military officers are now sole administrator? What is really going on? Tinubu, instead of taking us forward, he's taking us backwards. He's taking us backwards. This is a democratic rule, but it's looking like we are in a military rule. How can Nigeria survive when a president will remove a democratically elected leader and then put a retired, unelected military officer to take over a state just because they want that state for themselves? Nobody knows when, all these things will end. Governor Fubara has been suspended for 6 months. Who knows what this man will do for the next 6 months? Who knows what he will do in Rivers State for the next 6 months? So many things will happen. I beg your pardon. So many things will happen. So many embezzlement, so many mismanagement of funds, because there will be nobody to hold them accountable. Nobody at all. Nobody at all. It is sad. It is sad. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.